Thursday afternoon chat. Your favorite artists with Jayar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time, but welcome back, MercyMe, to this radio extravaganza. Hello, lads. How are we?
Hello.
We're doing wonderfully.
Hey. Let's explain a couple things right out of the gate. We've got a green screen behind us, which we used to let the artists kind of pick what they want as a backdrop, so you could do, hey, it's a field.
Delaware.
And Wayne's World. But now I don't know what we're going to be. So when some clips hit socials, I won't know until it comes out. Or at the end of this interview, we're going to open this envelope and find out what we've been talking in front of.
Okay.
So it could be a market in India. It could be a meat packing plant. We don't know.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. So it builds a little intrigue. It's like having a last bite on your plate that no matter how this meal's going, the last bite's going to be really good.
All right.
We'll
I'm
enjoy
with
that.
you. Okay. It's very exciting.
Also, we talked about the wheel. Has anybody explained that wheel? It's just to get us going. There's faith questions. There's fantasy questions. General. So,
Fantasy, man.
just out of the box. Let's go ahead and give that a spin here to get us going.
We go with spin the wheel of destiny.
Oh, we got black. What does black mean?
You got to look
Name
real.
that artist. It's name that artist.
All right. Wait, where do you see that?
We're MercyMe.
Yeah.
I thought we made that
silence. We got the silence.
All right.
We are MercyMe.
Name that artist. Correct.
All
You're
right.
MercyMe.
Thought we had established that once already.
Y'all picked a really terrible color.
Yeah. This wheel was. What a horrible game. You name your band. Correct. All right. These are faith. This faith-based our playlist, but it's not artists singing; it's them speaking. So this is how well you know their speaking voices.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, I think this is gonna be an easy one right here. All right.
She's like trying to figure out Google who teaches songwriting.
Oh, that's who teaches songwriting?
Yep.
That sounds like Tom.
She's like trying to figure out Google who teaches songwriting.
That's Tomlin's a pretty strong guess.
No, I don't think. Is it Tomlin?
Or it's not Zach Williams. I think I'm going Tom.
Trying to figure out Google who teaches songwriting.
That's Zach. I think it's Zach.
That's Tomlin.
It is?
Yeah. It was the pauses that made me feel Tomlin.
Gosh,
yeah.
I've never heard him talk that much.
Barry got it right.
You know, I should call him.
Gosh, he's so chatty. And we just toured with him.
That guy doesn't say a word.
We just stared a lot. I didn't know he talked. Is this on?
Here we go. Here we go.
So like I would sneak out of the sanctuary to go watch the game on this little black and white portable television.
Toby.
No.
Sounds like. One more time.
So like I would sneak out of the sanctuary to go watch the game on this little black and white portable television.
Chicago.
Matthew West?
Yeah.
Oh. The band Chicago? Peter Cetera?
He was talking about his dad being a pastor, and the Bears were in the Super Bowl in '85, and he held service. His dad held service on that Sunday. He's like, nobody's going to show up. And so Matthew would sneak out to the barn to watch on a little. All right, here we go.
I bet he could do the Super Bowl shuffle really well.
Yeah. What was that? The fridge?
Yeah.
I'm going to say a date here, and I'm going to tell you why it's important. So it was...
Danny Goki?
Yeah.
It was like Goki, yeah.
Very
That or
distinct.
someone in the mafia. I couldn't tell.
Okay, this one could get a little tougher here.
Uh-oh.
That's me.
What?
On July 4th.
JR?
It's amazing. I mean, that had to be God, right? Let's just say it was. What denomination are you from?
Bethel.
Oh, there's no way. I still wasn't sure who I was listening to.
Die on July 4th is crazy. It's amazing. I mean, that had to be God, right?
Is that Brandon?
Let's just say it
I don't know
was.
who that is.
What denomination are you from?
All right,
I'm
Corey.
trying to figure out which
Corey
one.
Asbury.
I'm trying to figure out which one JR was.
I know.
Yeah, there's so much laughter in that interview.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can tell. You were having a
The
good
show
time.
is that funny.
You guys are having a good time. There's no
It
doubt.
just happens a lot, laughing. All right, here we go. One more. This one's on the phone, so the audio is a little bad, but you know this guy.
But I think I'm always been the kind of guy that looks back.
Phil Wickham.
Yeah, well done. Good. Was that tougher than you thought, or?
It was a little tougher than I thought.
I
Apparently, I don't listen to people much. I don't know.
You know, this has been good for you today.
Yeah, I know, right? Gosh, I need more eye contact and
You're gonna be
listen.
better
I need
listeners,
a
yeah.
better listener.
Your band's like, finally, we've been telling him things for years.
That's what it took.
Yeah, right. You're welcome. Let's spin the wheel here.
Spinning the wheel.
Spinning.
All right.
Any voices again?
Oh, name that artist. Name that artist.
A prize.
Prize.
Do we have?
or something? Stop.
This is gonna be only for one. We only planned for one.
Well, Nathan's the one spinning the wheel. I think Nathan wins
Okay,
the prize.
Nathan, this is for you. There you go, Nathan. Open that, crack that bad boy open.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Very exciting.
Oh. I thought it was going to be an album, but no.
A calendar of
Yeah,
wolves.
yeah.
Wow.
That's the
How
gift
did
that
you
keeps.
know?
That is frighteningly appropriate that Nathan got that. I don't know why.
Are you a
Get the
wolf
guy who's got
fan?
everything.
I'm a wolf guy?
Do you know? I always grew up. I had cousins that would always wear shirts
Heck yeah.
that were howling at the moon.
yeah.
Like usually 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
And now it's become. That's what I asked for my birthday from workmates. I'm like, I think I want one now. But I always used to make fun of kids and why a wolf howling at the moon?
I feel like any apparel you can get at a truck stop is great apparel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I have a Buc-ee's theory. I'm from Seattle, but I've been living over on the East Coast now for quite a while. But I'm new to the Buc-ee's world. I have a theory that those are not real people. They are employed. Remember the Truman Show when Truman is walking around?
Okay.
Have you ever been in a Buc-ee's where it's always a million people running
4
around,
in the morning, it's full.
and nobody pays $9 for a little sandwich of pulled pork, and it's like I have a feeling they go into a break room. If you watch right before they hit the door, they probably say hi to a fellow actor.
So that's just their job.
Yeah.
Their role is to fill the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
Midnight, and it's packed.
I'll go in and be like, man, this place is hopping. I got to get something.
I have a confession. I have never stepped foot in a Buc-ee's.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. I hear they're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Well, now I've just popped the bubble because you're like, oh, you are fake.
You're all fake. It's a lie.
Are you making minimum
Birds
wage?
aren't real.
Yes, Colorado. That happened to me in Colorado. I saw it on a bumper sticker. Birds aren't real. And I was like, what are they saying? And then I was like, maybe they're right. I can get behind this. They're all government agents. Let's go.
Sure they are, Jayar.
Yeah. One of the things on the surprise wheel should have been conspiracy theories and just let you have a go at it. Yeah.
You don't want that.
I'm gonna edit half of it out. Oh, we do have a couple artists that would go down that.
We know them.
Yeah.
We know them.
Yeah.
I guessed one of their voices.
Ryan
What?
Stevenson.
I guessed one of their voices. Yeah.
Ryan Stevenson.
Go, Keith.
In the eye of the storm. That's why he's in a bunker right now. He's ready to go. He's ready. Okay, this one's specific to MercyMe. I was telling a few artists recently that, like, I've been doing interviews with them. Like, it was the Afters, it was Toby, it was Matthew West. That it's like it's a compliment. Like, all these years later, and you guys are still putting us. I mean, look at Stephen Curtis Chapman. My goodness, I was in. The fact that we're playing Don't Lose Heart, and it's a big song that sounds good and relevant. It's not a pity ad for a station to add Stephen Curtis.
Right.
Oh, you're a legend. And so the music director's like, of course. No, it's a great song.
Right.
You guys have, it's starting to become a handful that you're still putting out songs. I'm still sitting in front of you 18 years later. I still remember we did an interview in Franklin, Tennessee, where you guys were late, and I found out later because there was a four-wheeler store across the street. They're like test driving four-wheelers.
That was strike one.
No, that was strike one. Strike three. Those mics aren't plugged in. We haven't seen each other since, so you're still on strike one, so we're good. But yeah, it is kind of cool to see that happen. And there was actually a question here. All right.
It's been fun if you'd be like, we play Steven because it's really good. He's not just being a legend, but you guys are legends.
But when you write I Can Only Imagine,
Right.
you get the pity ad. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But one of the most recent songs we played featured your son.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of the question I want to bounce into, describe that feeling, and anyone else on our playlist that we wouldn't know about that has a child that you have heard. This is me asking naively, who in our industry do you already know about that has a child that they could you could probably see on a future track that has talented kids musically? Or Stephen Curtis is too easy. I think his kids are already.
Yeah, I think Colony House doesn't count.
Yeah.
I know that Casting Crowns has got half of their kids working for them now. So I don't think.
Administrative.
Then you got the We the Kingdom. I think.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all like the Partridge Family. Right?
Yeah. Van,
She's unbelievable. She sings so good.
Von Trapp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any that aren't doing it that should be.
Building 429 isn't one of the kids. I thought I saw a name of Jason Roy. Haven or something. I thought I saw Roy on my playlist somewhere.
I don't know.
I know at church this past Sunday, Matt Hammett led worship, and his daughter Emmy.
I
was
saw
singing, and
that.
she crushed it.
Really?
Like, just great. I will also. I'm going to do a plug for Bart because he won't. It's not just Sam. All of his kids.
Oh, really?
Are ridiculous. Yeah.
Vocally
They're
or music in general?
Yes.
It's genuinely ridiculous.
They're just
Okay.
Weird people.
No, they're all great singers and musicians around. Yeah.
Is your wife musical?
She sing. I mean, yes, she can sing, and I have her. She sang on a lullaby record for me when my first son was born. But that's the only time I've got her to sing. But she's singing church and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's some VHS tapes of her singing with a group,
but
back
no
in the
VHS
day.
players.
Yeah.
But then, like Williams, I mean, Nathan's son William has been playing with Andrew Ripp and Taya, and he's a pretty ridiculous drummer. And so,
Yeah. Do you think music, because you look at Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonds, do you think it's genetic, or do you think it's they're not scared by the moment because they've been around it their whole, like Bernie Herms and Natalie Grant, should their kids genetically all of a sudden have something? Yeah.
That's fair.
Or is it something that, okay, because you're around it a lot, or is it genetic?
I think it's a little bit of all of that.
both.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a, there's definitely something's getting passed down, but also the opportunity.
Yeah.
They're getting opportunities a lot of people don't, and
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, all that to be said, like William's a great example. Like William had to be determined to fall in love and learn to play drums. He just because he had rhythm didn't.
Yeah.
And he's put in the hours, and he's fantastic. And my kids just sing in the shower. They're not really putting in the hours. Yeah, no.
That's weird. William used to play drums in the shower.
Yeah.
I know.
But
a
I
lot
think
of-
it's a little bit of all of it, I would think.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Yeah.
Let's spin the wheel one more time here.
Can you hear the wheel?
That was a really good spin.
All right.
Would you rather?
Oh, let's do some would you rathers here. Okay.
You're sure there's handwriting on
Yeah.
the dark spots, right? Okay.
See,
Are y'all making it up?
the Joy FM logo is black, white, and red, and so this was not meant to be written on. So I guess we could have used a Post-it or something and put it on there. Paint, yeah. Let's go with would you? Oh, this is a good one right here. Okay, would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero throw up on you?
I have him throw me.
Yeah.
I almost threw up on William Shatner once.
Really?
Yeah, American Music
Which
Awards.
is a twofold question. Your
Yes.
hero?
I didn't lead in with that on purpose. Yeah.
This really happened to me.
I love you, Captain Kirk.
If I throw up on him, I'm dead to him. If he throws on me, he kind of owes me a little bit.
Yeah, well, and it's just a great story.
Yeah.
I'm going to get like free tickets or something. Whoever
Yeah.
that person
Are we,
is.
we're not talking about William Shatner anymore.
This could work in your favor. Yeah.
Where did you almost throw from William Shatner? Sorry.
On the shoulder.
The one time we presented,
Oh, I
and
got
we
you.
was talking
I got you.
backstage, and I
Yeah.
got food poisoning from eating a bad omelet that morning.
And there he was.
There he was.
Yeah.
William Shatner and a bad omelet.
Yeah.
It's a song. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Whatever the highlight reel
Word
was.
center.
Yeah, if you throw up on him, he's going to have rules every time he sees you. You're not allowed. But if he throws up on you, he owes you one. There's a
Yeah,
chance you
right.
exchange numbers in that moment.
You're getting like a Star
Yeah.
Trek trading card or
They
something.
get a phaser, what are they called?
Lightsaber.
That's a different thing.
Something else. Sorry.
As a Star Trek fan, is that offensive? Just out of curiosity.
I feel like we need to back up. I never said,
You said-
William Shatner was my hero.
You
I just
said-
wanted something to talk
Hold on.
about.
He said throw up on your hero, and you immediately answered first and said I almost did William Shatner.
Actually, I think
What's
it
the
went
only time
Captain
I-
Kirk.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only time I've actually almost thrown up on someone,
Okay.
other than maybe my
This
mom.
isn't something you do. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a recurring
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
One's a one-off.
One- yeah. Made an impression.
Let's go. Would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"? 4'5"
I'm
or
gonna
7'7".
go. Oh man, both of those really aren't fun.
Yeah,
I think about the pros and cons.
I'm going 7'7" because you got a career in the NBA.
maybe.
At your age, no, you don't. At 4'5", I'm going 4'5".
At
I'm gonna have
4'5",
less
you have a
joint problems
career
at
as like an
4'5".
Ewok.
Wait, if you're 4'5", you can surf.
Like, are you proportioned? The
Lower
same?
center of gravity.
Jockey.
Yes. Jockey. Think about it.
I'm going 4'5".
4'5".
4'5". with
I'm
lots
NBA
of
all the way.
angst.
I just think maybe it's just because I'm an introvert. Like when I see tall people out and about, everybody's staring at them, and I
looks
just
like a-
would not. And I'm talking like 6'7".
Yeah.
Imagine 7'7". It's like the Elephant Man.
Yeah, you really can't walk.
Yeah,
at
if
that
it's
point.
not basketball, it's like nothing. You don't fit in anything.
Yeah.
It's just you hear people yell "freak" all the time.
You think the 4'5" doesn't get that?
They won't see me. I'll be running between their
Oh,
legs.
that's fair.
I'll be
I-
skirmishing about.
It's like
I
a
just-
hobbit.
I just don't see somebody yelling "freak" at short people.
No.
Tall people, I feel like it's more of a acceptable.
Yeah, it's more
I don't
offensive for the short people. Why is that?
I don't think
Make fun of
either
the tall
are
people.
acceptable. I don't think yelling "freak" at anybody's acceptable.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying,
right.
You
We
can
should
make
pray.
fun of
Biblically.
Shaq, and it's funny, but if you make fun of like a 4'5" or shorter, it's mean.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think both are mean.
I'd
You
rather be
guys,
protected and be 4'5".
let's pray.
Mommy, I hate when they fight in
How
front
tall
of
is
us.
4'5"? Let's think about that.
Um,
What's
4'5".
4'5"? That's
No,
a horse jockey
not
size.
with me. It's short
Eli
people.
is like 4'8", so he's a
No.
little shorter than Eli. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 7'7".
Yeah.
Man. That's short, dude.
yeah. He's like 1 inch
4'5".
away from getting to ride in the front seat. He's really
I think
excited.
4'5" is that counter.
What
right
do
there.
you choose? What do
I'm
you say?
6
That's
barefoot.
probably
Would you go
that's probably
I would go
42.
shorter all day.
I think I would
That's
too.
wee man.
That's probably
I would
42.
go 45. I go for it. How tall is that, Jayar? That's
Oh
like,
gosh, Jayar.
arr,
Yeah,
arr. I'll get it.
Yeah, that's about 5. Yeah.
30 minutes of the show is us measuring things.
Hey, let's talk.
Wait, hold on.
So
Somebody got
how
that
tall
app.
do you
We
think
have
that
app, right?
fireplace is?
Where's that app?
Okay. Spin the wheel again. How tall is the water bottle?
How tall is the spinning wheel?
Don't get your measuring thing out. You're wearing Crocs. Put that out.
Yeah, laser.
Crocs are way better.
This is like we've gone back to 3rd grade, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, you
What
are.
you
Your
doing?
phone measures stuff.
No, he thinks it does. It doesn't work.
What does it say, Mike?
It says that this is from that counter height,
How would it know?
You have
3'5". That's not right. That's inaccurate.
Okay.
Put that away.
So taller than.
He's going to measure from 10 feet away and go, this should be pretty accurate.
Hey, how long's my arm?
Yeah, the phone says, get a tape measure. Measure how far you are away first before you measure.
Right. All right, let's go with the. All right, we don't talk about the pandemic on this show, but there was a window. There was a window where it just felt like everything kind of went nuts, and it was
2008.
it was at 8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
There's something else.
Captain Kirk. But a lot of people try to guess like what made the world go. A lot of people were doing that dumb broom challenge in their kitchens where they were trying to.
Oh, right.
And I was like, I wonder if that put the world off kilter. Is there anything for you like ever since blah is when things started going nuts? Can you pin down anything that you can recall from a while back before everything started going crazy? I feel like Mumford and Sons giving up the banjo set the world off a bit.
No, I have.
Yeah.
So we're on the West Coast, and yeah, William Shatner.
When
came to
Patrick
visit.
Stewart.
Yes. Oh boy.
Don't get me going.
We had this box of donuts on our bus. And it wasn't West Coast. Okay,
Source
it's
of
Philly.
it continued to the west.
What
Coast.
matters is that we had a box of special donuts on the bus, and one of them got eaten. And we think it's a space-time continuum kind of thing.
It was my donut, by the way.
Like the donut just
But I'm not
disappeared.
bitter.
We don't know who ate it. We know the owner of this particular donut did not eat the donut.
Yeah.
That's my donut.
No one will
We
fess up.
we
I
check
woke up, my
security.
donut was
We
gone.
check
The
security
crew
cams.
and the band. Everyone denied it to this day.
We check security cameras.
We fired so many people.
Yeah. That said, if you're ever in the Philadelphia area, Beeler's Donuts are the greatest donuts on the planet.
Somebody normally
Did we
goes,
ever ask
I'm
Don?
kidding, it was me.
Could've been the bus
No
driver.
one.
No
has
one
ever said
fessed up to it.
Nobody.
it. Yeah.
What? How many years ago was that now?
It was
It's probably
6.
Still being talked about?
Oh, absolutely, it gets talked about.
Yeah. Okay.
But if so, then they have lied to our face.
Yeah.
I think at one point that person actually like jokingly confessed, like, "Okay, it was me." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
dropped it.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I can think about is how wide is a donut. I wish I could I'm measuring everything in my head
So
right
there's an
now.
app. I don't know if you've heard about it.
He's gonna pull it up on the internet and then try to measure the photo.
When you measure, all donuts are like 12 feet long.
Even as you're talking, I'm looking at your face going, how tall is it from the top of one's head to the chin? Is that a foot? I don't know.
Long head, a long skinny head.
Let's get one. We are by law required to get one faith question in as a faith-based question according to the FCC.
Keep our nonprofit status.
Yes. NPR laughs at us. We don't have to do that. And we get to keep ours. Let's go with. Is there? I guess maybe one person could take this. Maybe not for a song. Maybe more for just because there's certain things that I feel like in the morning, if I'm reading something, getting ready for the day, there's certain things that I feel like get whispered to me. I'm like, just battling with addiction or marriage troubles, things I've gone through. I'm like, what just got whispered to me was not meant for the show. And it was like, I could feel like, ooh, that's something that I feel like God's going ding, 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 tapping on something that's not meant for the people yet because it's not been wrestled with yet. It's a beginning stages of, okay, here's a chisel and here's where we're going to try to get to. And then eventually as I start to wrestle with something, it's like, oh, that story has to be, for you guys it'd be a song. For me, it's a show. Like, oh, that now has to be told, that battle with addiction I went through or whatever it was, my marriage battles that came out the other end with a miracle that not everybody gets that miracle that I got. And now it's time to talk about it. Is there anything that's kind of like this, it's not in a MercyMe song yet, but it's already for you personally, like there's a theme or something that's growing, that's being chiseled at that like I can see something coming in the future song-wise that you've wrestled with? That's a pretty deep question, I know.
Question because I would say yes, but still not to the point of being able to talk about it. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. But a lot of things. My mom passed away in July, and so a lot of unpacking around that I thought I'd already done over the years, and so that's been we've been off since the 13th of December. We don't go out till March 2nd, so it feels like that season. It's been pretty crazy, but this season for me has been like unpacking a lot of that stuff. I don't know where it ends up or what it becomes, but there's certainly, I just talked to my wife about this. Like there's so many things that I feel like maybe not always, but we share so much of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some things you just kind of keep in your back pocket that maybe aren't meant to ever be shared and she even said, or just not yet. It's interesting that you asked that because we just had that conversation. Yeah.
What's funny is you guys wrote a song about this very thing that helped me when I'm on a stage every day in front of 2 million weekly listeners, but there's some things that everybody gets to hear me and I have to go entertain or minister every single day. But when I walked through addiction for 15 years, there were days where I'm like, what am I doing in front of this microphone? I shouldn't be here right now. Yeah. And the song even if.
Even
when.
No, it's even if.
Okay.
Even when it's called even if.
That's why I write things.
What are you talking about? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Texas is Texas.
Yes, even if. You had it right the first time.
Even if. So it's like, it's just that whole theory of there are some nights where it is simply a miracle of God that I'd be it makes him the star because only you shouldn't be in front of this microphone right now.
Yeah.
But you still got to go do your job. They want to hear the hits.
Yeah.
But only you guys know, which is why it's cool that you guys have been together for so long, because there's got to be nights like, thank God we are sort of family.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Because this is a faking it night, so to speak.
I don't know how solo acts do it, man. I mean, I'm not being funny. It just, everyone around you, I'm assuming you're paying for the most part. They work for you, and we couldn't do it without each other.
Yeah.
And just, you don't mess up for very long without getting knocked around a little bit.
Yeah,
for
sure.
These jerks.
Yeah.
He means it in a loving way. It's fine.
Can you walk me up the song To Not Worship You, which is on the same album as...
Yeah, the Always Only Jesus record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you walk me up this one?
Yeah. To Not Worship You was a song, we wrote it years ago, like for the Inhale Exhale album. And because we weren't touring and all of that weird season, we ended up writing like 40 songs. And this was one we thought, man, we think there's something really special here. We had our singles we thought would go out, released on the next record. So we've never before done this. We set it aside for later, and it made this record. But when you set something aside that long, it feels really old to us, and you kind of lose perspective of how powerful the song is. And so when people started getting their hands on the album, they started responding in a big way to that song, and we were like, we weren't even playing it live, like really, and it just, we realized, okay, yeah, we felt that a few years ago, and we're starting to receive that, and just in, I don't know where we are right now. You know, worship's such a huge thing, and it all came about when we had people we knew that were deconstructing their faith and going through all that kind of crazy stuff, and it became a song of like, man, if we stop long enough to remember like who God is and what He's capable of, then who are we to ever not worship Him is the idea. But there are times we have doubt, and you know, and I may kick the tires of my faith. I don't deconstruct it, but I may question a lot of things. But in that, I'm constantly reminded of who He is and how small I am and why I've clinged to Him for so long. And so that's where the song came from. And it's a kind of funny bit. We didn't plan it this way, but it's just like, you know, worship's such a big thing. To have a song called "To Not Worship You" is going to be like, wait, what? And
so ironic of you.
The beginning of our mainstream career.
We're pretty edgy.
Strike three.
That's right. Yes. And with that, we're out.
The song we've been playing for a while, "Then Christ Came," is on the album that came out last year, and it's been a couple of years since I've done phoners with you, Bart, over the span of the last 5 years. But great to have you guys all. Oh, we got to reveal what we've been talking about.
Yes.
What we're talking in front of, correct?
Yeah.
We want to make bets?
Please be Captain Kirk on Zoom.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello, Nathan.
The Starship
Barry,
Enterprise.
Barry, why don't you over?
Okay, so the green screen has been green to us, but to everybody that's viewing this on social,
I think it's Venice. I think it's in Venice.
Venice would be nice.
I hope it's big print. Barry Num's glasses.
And the Grammy goes to.
Fudge Factory.
I didn't write these.
A fudge factory.
Really?
Wait, are we talking Willy Wonka here? No, we need copyright to make it actually Wonka. Oh, the Fudge Factory.
Are there Oompa Loompas?
Yeah. We're going to need rich flowing fountains of fudge.
Sure are.
Because otherwise,
Well, now I'm hungry.
it could be anything behind a glass case.
Yeah, that's true.
So we
well,
need.
no, factory. They're working.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a river.
We're not talking Kilwins. We're not. Everything's is working.
Are they pulling taffy too behind
Maybe.
us? That's what I can't wait to see.
Yeah. None of us know. We're going to find out, though.
I can't wait.
JR Show. MercyMe and the JR Show on Instagram. We'll all find out together. Enjoy your calendar, Nathan.
Yes.
I hope 12 months worth of wolves.
It includes a QR code for lifestyle and planning resources.
He's going to reorder at the end of 2023.
100%.
Hey, big congrats on everything, and appreciate the time.
Thanks, buddy. Anytime. Yep. You're watching JR's Fudge Factory.
The Thursday Afternoon Chat. Your favorite artists with JR.